Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salamu ala nabiyyina Muhammad. Welcome to the course, sisters. I hope everyone is doing fine. Okay. This is one of the hadiths from Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam about the virtues of saying Subhanallah wa bihamdi. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, whoever says in the morning and in the evening Subhanallah wa bihamdi 100 times, no one will come on the day of resurrection with anything better than what he has done, except one who said something like what he said or more than that. So this is nasiyah for me first, my respected sisters, and then for you. This kalima Subhanallah wa bihamdi, it doesn't take much time. I mean, maybe it takes 1 or 2 seconds. You can say it 100 times in the morning and 100 times in the evening. It's not going to take more than 1 or 2 minutes. We just need to be careful. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq that what we preach, we implement that as well. Ameen ya Rab. Okay. Okay. So alhamdulillah, we have finished the chapter of Makharij last week. Today, this time, inshallah, we will start from the next chapter, the new chapter. And alhamdulillah, everybody is, I think, solid. Everybody has got reinforced information about the chapters we have already studied, inshallah. So somebody can tell me what is the second pillar of Tajweed? MashaAllah, tabarakallah, Sister Mumtaina. Anybody else? Yeah, character, sifat, they're all same. Character is sifat. In English, you can say character, qualities, attributes, they all mean the same thing. So only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sisters know the answer? Yes, Sister Mumtaina, this is the further detail. But I just want to know that as far as the sifat is concerned, only 5 sisters knows that this is the second pillar of Tajweed. Perhaps sisters have joined after we have done this chapter. Let us. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فإذا قرأت القرآن فاستعذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. So when you recite the Quran, first seek refuge in Allah from shaitan, the expelled from his mercy. So sisters, when we are between the 2 surahs, finishing one surah and going to start another surah, shall we only recite al-Ista'adha? Is that enough, or do we not need to recite al-Ista'adha? We can straight away start the next surah. Okay. No problem. Yeah, it's Basmillah. We only recite Basmillah. We don't recite al-Ista'adha between the surahs when we are finishing one surah and going to another surah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands us in the Quran, وَرَتَّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا, and recite the Quran with tartil. Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu explains that tartil is huwa tajweedul hurufi wa ma'rifatil wuqufi. We know ma'rifatil wuquf, we have discussed many times. You need to wait to stop. We should not stop at some place in the Quran where it changes the meaning. The chapter is included in this course. Inshallah, we will do that. However, there are books written only alone on this topic. This first part is huwa tajweedul hurufi. So tajweedul huruf, tajweed consists of 2 things, makharij and sifat. Alhamdulillah, we've done with makharij. Now when we come to sifat has got 2 categories as well, as we can see on the screen. Lazima and arada. We said before, like if somebody was, for example, somebody was born in some particular place, then this is his fixed quality, fixed attribute, fixed sifa. He cannot change. He was born, end of the story. If somebody's mother, somebody's father, they're all fixed. You can't just change that. But somebody was perhaps not educated a few years back in some particular field. Maybe he was not a doctor. He didn't know anything about the medicine. But then he took an admission in the medical college and he studied and he became doctor. So this is sifa change. Somebody was, let's say, angry and then he became happy. So all of this is temporary sifas. Okay. So the thing is, This course was announced by the academy without, I think, having any sort of evaluation of the students to understand what level of Tajweed they are on. So some sisters joined the course who actually had some experience in Tajweed, who had studied before. Some sisters who didn't have any idea of Tajweed, they wanted to learn Tajweed from the beginning, but they ended up in this course, which was more detailed course. So then I thought perhaps it would be a good idea to at least bring in few things which are very, very basic, just touch those basic things. So if some sisters who know about it, it will be revision for those. And those sisters who has no idea about it, they will get some idea, and then they can, enhance their knowledge, bismillah ta'ala, after having some sort of starting point. So these are the huruf al-hijja. These are the alphabets of Arabic language. Yeah, when the beginner will learn, they will start from alif ba ta, and they will go until ya. But alhamdulillah, we have learned in this course that the ulama of the makharij have divided these letters according to the place of their articulation, from where they are coming from our mouth. And this ya, we said there are 29 letters in Arabic, right? This is what we said. But there are 30 on the screen right now. So this ya is just to show us, just to show the students and everybody that this ya is this is how ya is written in the Quran in both ways. Sister Samira is saying something is wrong with the screen. Sister, if you could just explain what is wrong with the screen so we can sort out, because as far as I can understand, you can't see the whole screen. Okay, yeah, because of this toolbar of Zoom, it is just a little bit of an issue. I apologize for it. I hope now, inshallah, you'll be able to see that. Only half, too wide? Is that the issue with everybody? Is the screen half? Can sisters give an input? It's clear for Sister Mumtaina. Okay. Okay, Sister Samira, perhaps you check. The only letters, because there are only letters on the screen at the moment. This is a page from a book called Qaida Nurani. Okay, alhamdulillah. So this ya is basically to tell us that the ya is written in Quran like the first one and like the second one. So there are 29 letters in Arabic language. One has got no sound, which is alif. And we are left with then 28 letters, which has got sounds, and we have studied all of that in makharij. So once again, looking at the screen, we've seen many times. So we have studied with this way, according to the areas of articulation, not according to how we saw it was written in the first page of the qaida. So who can tell me how many areas of articulation are there? Because this is perhaps the last time or second last time we are talking about makharij. Then we'll be moving on to further things, but this is the recent chapter. So we really need to just go through once or twice. So the areas, major areas of makharij are 5 areas. And they are called usul al-makharij. MashaAllah, tabarakallah, Sister Mumtaina. Alhamdulillah, everybody is correct. Sister Mumtaina, Sister Zulaikha, Sister Zubi, Sister Aisha, Sister Nuruddin, Sister Samira, Sister Uzma, MashaAllah, tabarakallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase you in knowledge. Ameen. Okay, so these are the 5. How many letters come from throat? Okay, MashaAllah, 6. And how many areas of articulation are there in the throat from where these 6 letters come? 3, MashaAllah. How many letters come from tongue? 18. How many areas of articulation are there on the tongue? 10. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Well done, sisters. So throat, 3 areas, 6 letters come. These are the 6 letters. Lisan, 10 points of articulation. From there, 11 comes. And how many areas are there on the lips? Yeah, 10 divided into 5 systems, correct. The areas of articulation on the lips are 2. How many letters come from there? Sister Samira, 10 are on the tongue. On the lips, there are only 2 areas, both lips and lower lip, and the 4 letters come from there. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. And al-jawf, 1 point of articulation, 3 letters. Which 3 letters come from al-jawf? Alif, Ya, and Waw, Sister Rajani, but you need to add one more thing to that, and that is Huruful Madda. Yeah, Maddiya, that's correct. Because the Ghair Maddiya, they come from different other places. Alif Maddiya, Waw Maddiya, and Ya Maddiya. MashaAllah, Tabarakallah. And from nasal passage, which letters come? 2. Mim and Noon, MashaAllah. Okay, end of the lesson 9. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands us in the Quran, وَرَتَّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا, and recite the Quran with tartil. Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he explained kalimat tartila is huwa tajweed al-hurufi wa ma'rifat al-wuqufi. We are entering into sifat now. In sifat, as we've discussed in the class last time, that we will not go from permanent to temporary, rather we'll go from temporary to permanent. Because the sifat which are in temporary, it's everybody, when we recite the Quran, we are using that. Of course, those sifat permanent are there in the letter, but that is more towards the sort of a technical side. So it's always best to know, and is important to know, it's paramount to know all the lazmi sifat lazima as well. There's no doubt about that. But we'll start from arida, so we can start learning immediately to recite. Okay, so sifatul arida are 11. إظهار, إدغام, إقلاب, إخفاء, تخفيم, ترقيق, مد, قصر, حركات, سكون, and sakt. Yeah. So inshallah we'll start that. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Once again, the same thing. For those who have studied, not studied or studied very, not with detail, these are the letters on the right hand side. So here, this is what we've already covered. We know the name of the letter, the shape of the letter, and the sound of the letter. Alhamdulillah, we have covered it in our Makharij chapter. This is something important for people who has no exposure of Tajweed before, or they're now learning to or intending to recite the Quran. That when you open the Quran, you don't find the letters written like this, you find the letters mixed up with other letters. So they changes. So Ba, for example, looks like this, but when it comes in the end, it's like that. In the beginning, it's like that. When it comes in the beginning, it will change the shape. Meme could be like this or could be like that. Look at this. This Ba is different than this Ba. This is the full Ba, whereas here is just a line. And Noon is also just a line. And Ya is also just a line, whereas actual Noon was like that. And Ya could be like this or this. So how do we differentiate between these lines? These are all lines by dots. Ba has got dot under it. Noon has got dot over it. Ya has got dot under it. So how can we distinguish between Ba and Ya? Ba has got one dot and Ya has got two dots. Ta has got dot over it. Noon also has got dot over it. How would we differentiate? Noon has only one dot. Ta has got two dots. Tha also has got dots. And it's also like a line. It has got three dots. So by observing these things, inshallah, we'll be able to see that. And what is harakat? We have seen this in first chapter. So here we saw without any haraka, without any diacritical marks, without any vowel signs. So these are harakat. So when we say fatha, dhamma, kasra, so fatha is the angled line here at the top of the letter. Dhamma is like a wow shape, small wow. Kasra is an angled line under the letter. So let's go, it's a short sounds. So this is, you see, practically Rasula, Rasulu, Rasuli. So Fatha, Dhamma, Kasra on the letter. What do these harakat do? Fatha moves the sound up, Kasra moves the sound down, Dhamma moves the sound around. So when we say it was only Rasul, if Lam was having no haraka, how would we pronounce? Rasul, Rasul, it means Lam is having no haraka. Rasul, haraka means movement. These harakat moves the sound of the letter. So when we put Fatha, we will say Rasula. When we put Dhamma, we will say Rasulu. When we will put Kasra, we will say Rasuli. Here it is. Fatha move the sound up, Rasula. Kasra move the sound down, Rasuli. Dhamma move the sound around, Rasulu. And absence of these harakat is shown by sukun. So if you could see this word, madrasatun, then dal has got sukun. What is tanween? So we have seen this fatha, dhamma, kasra. Yeah, if we double them, so if there are two fatha on a letter or two kasra on a letter, under the letter, or 2 dhamma over the letter. This is called tanween. So doubling of the signs, 2 dhamma, 2 fatha, 2 kasra is called tanween. And now when we have done this, then we have to have the name of that as well, so we can assign the name. So with the 2 fatha, it could call fathatain. It is called fathatain. In English, you could say double fatha. With 2 kasra, it is kasratain. In English, you could say double kasra. With 2 dhamma, in Arabic, is dhammatain. And in English, you could say double dhamma. What does this 2 things are doing? We know that one haraka was, fatha was taking the sound up, kasra was taking the sound down, dhamma was moving around. So when they became double, they end the sound of noon. So if you look at this, what is this now? Prior it was rasula, rasuli, rasulu. Now it's rasulan, rasulin, rasulun. So basically this sound of noon has been added. We don't write noon, we only read this noon. Coming back to, again, we saw harakat and we said they move up and down and around. So let's have a quick look. So this is Hamza, Hamza fatha, a, Hamza kasra, e, Hamza dhamma, u. Look at the lam we have studied before for Rasula. Lam fatha, la. The sound is going up, la. Lam kasra, rasuli. If it was, then lam kasra, li. Sound is going down. Rasulu, lam dhamma, lu. Sound is going around. And then this is tanween here. We said, when we said tanween, it's that, look, it's the same thing. Look at this meme fatha, meme kasra, meme dhamma, same thing. What has happened here? Just the sign has been doubled. This has got single kasra, it has double. This one, sorry, single fatha, it is double. This is single kasra, it has become double kasra. This is single dhamma or single pesh, it has become double dhamma or double pesh. How did it change? It changed the sound. Here it was ma, mi, mu. Here we added the sound man, min, mun. You see, it's written here. The sound of the noon has been added. Once again, sifatul arida. Rules of noon sakin and tanween. What is noon sakin and tanween? Noon sakin is the letter noon which has got no haraka. It has got no fatha, no dhamma, no kasra. So this is sakin. What is tanween? Tanween is doubling of fatha, doubling of kasra, or doubling of dhamma. So this rule of noon sakina and tanween, there are 4 rules in that when we recite the Quran. So first we were trying to see what is noon sakina and what is tanween. So now if we look again, noon sakina means it's an un sound. You see, there was hamza, let's say, and it's sukun un. So noon is sakin, un. What is tanween? Tanween is also noon sakin. You say rasulan, what sound is, where does the letter ending, the word ending? Rasulan, an, lan. So basically noon is sakin. So tanween and noon sakina, this is for understanding. It's said differently because they come in a different rasm, different writing, but effectively we should understand that this is noon and this is also noon. Tanween is also a noon and noon sakin is also a noon. Okay, so there are 4 rules of noon sakina and tanween. Yani means when there is a noon sakin or tanween in a word, so the word is ending with noon sakin or the word is ending with tanween, that there could be 4 rules applied. One is al-idhar, another is al-idgham, third is al-iqlab, and the 4th is al-ikhfa. Izhar means something clear, zahir. Idgham is merging, assimilation, joining the 2 things. Yeah, I understand, sisters. The great thing is there, but just bear with me, please. I've just moved it to the side. I think it will inshallah clear the other areas now. Al-iqlab means change. Qalb is to change over, to change something. Al-ikhfa is hiding. We will look into detail. Don't worry, if somebody cannot really understand it fully, we'll come to that inshallah. Things will get very clear. So let's see what is idgham. Okay, somebody has, I think there was a annotation issue, not disabled prior, and somebody has by mistake strike the line. Give me 1 minute, please. Okay, there we are. So what is idgham? Idgham in the lugha literally means putting a thing, dakhala shay fi shay. Yani if you have a masaf, if you put it in your pocket, it is you put in your pocket. So you have entered something into something else. This is idgham, merging. This is what in English we say, one thing enters into another, the two become one. This is idgham. Istalahan, in the terms of tajweed, it means the meeting of two words. And in those two words, one letter is sakin, has got no haraka, and the other one is mutaharrik, yani it has got haraka, it has got fatha dhamma kasra, and they both become one. How many letters of idgham are there? There are 6 letters of idgham. Al-ya, al-ra, al-mim, al-lam, al-waw, al-nun. There are 2 types of idgham. One is idgham bi ghunna, yani idgham with ghunna, with nasalization, and that is 4 letters out of the 6 letters. We said there are 6 letters, al ya, so ya, ra, mim, lam, waw, and nun, 6. And the ulama, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on them, they have combined it into one word to make it easy for us to memorize. So if we memorize Yarmalun, only Yarmalun, khalas, all of the letters included in Yarmalun are the letters of idgham. But then idgham is divided into 2 categories. One is where we do idgham, where we do merging, but with nasalization. Yeah. And there are 4 letters for this. Other is when we do the idgham, we do merge, but without nasalization, and those are only 2 words. So al-idgham, merging, assimilation. Idgham occurs when the letters of Yarmalun comes after Nun Sakina or Tanween during the recitation of the Noble Quran. Yani if there are 2 words, yeah, one is Sakin, yani Nun is Sakin there, and then the other word is coming. Among any of these 6, then idgham will happen. So you can see Nun Sakin or Tanween comes, we'll see the examples, and any of these 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Ya, Ra, Mim, Lam, Waw, Noon comes, then merging, idgham will occur. And the majmu'ah for this, the phrase, the word to memorize all of these 6 is very simple. Just say Yarmalun, and inshallah you will be through. You will have no problems understanding that, inshallah. Okay, the 2 type of idgham with ghunna, idgham without ghunna. Yani idgham without nasalization, taking the sound in the nose, and idgham with nasalization, yani taking the sound in the nose. These 4 letters, ya, noon, mim, waw, when they come after nun sakina or tanween, then nun sakin will be merged with these with the nasalization. If a ra and lam comes after noon, which is sakin, or after tanween, then they will get merged into noon or tanween, or you can say noon or tanween will get merged into that, but without any nasalization. So we will see examples in different shapes and any different slides, inshallah. So let's have a quick look here first. Al-idgham bi ghunna, yani idgham with ghunna. So first is an example of ya. How many letters are there, sisters, for idgham? Okay. Sister Mumtaina, Sister Rajani, Sister Maliha, Sister Uzma, Sister Samira, 6. Sister Habiba, Sister Sakina, 6. 6 letters. What is the majmu'ah? What is the word for that? Yarmalun. You can write in English, no problem. Yarmalun. Memorize this, sisters. This is the time now we have to memorize all of this. It's not Hussa, Dakhtun, Tiz, Lin, Umar, Fahatha, Shakhsun, Sakat. You see, we didn't memorize those. Or some of the sisters have memorized, some has not. But this is any totally practical thing. If you don't memorize, if you don't know, you will not be able to do that. So let's have a look. What do we mean by idgham bil ghunna? So this is ya. So idgham happens in 4 letters, total 6 letters, but 4 letters with ghunna. So this is idgham with ghunna. These are the examples. Example for ya. So what do I mean by that? Look, this ya is here, right? And what did we say? When this ya is coming after noon sakin or tanween. So there are two conditions. Either this ya comes after noon, which has got no haraka, or it comes after tanween. In that condition, we will do the idgham with gunna. So look at this. This is ya coming after noon sakin here. And this is ya, here it is, and it's coming after, before tanween. So tanween is coming before that. So this is man yashtari, man yashtari. This is how we will recite. Let's say, for example, if somebody hasn't studied that, what will he do or she do? Man yashtari. And they are quite right in that because they don't know the rule. So they will say man yashtari, whereas it is man yashtari, man yashtari. And this one, once again, if somebody has not come across this, so they will say hisaban yasira, whereas it's going to be hisaban yasira. Sister Zuleikha, your question for how many counts, this will be answered towards the end of the lesson. We have alhamdulillah detail for that, so we will look into that. If I say right now, then things will get just mixed up. So first we will see what is idgham, how it is done, with what letters it is done, and then we will come to the count of nasalization as well, that what should be the stretch. So this is man yashtari hisaban yasira. If waw will come after noon sakin, then how will we read? So this is noon and this is waw. So it's wali, wali. And this is, if somebody does not know this rule, they will perhaps read this ijafun was sab', and they will be right. But this is incorrect. If you know the rule, it is ijafun was sab', ijafun was sab'. This one, when the meme come, wa immin, wa immin. It's not wa in min. It's wa immin. With tanween, if the meme comes, it's going to be habbatin min. So this noon sakin has entered into meme. Habbatin min is not habbatin min. This one, lan nu'min, this noon entered into this. This one, if somebody doesn't know the rule, they will say yawma idhin na'ima. Whereas this noon is entering into that. But when we recite it, you don't clearly see that because this is noon here, this is noon here. But you can see this in other examples very clearly. This is yawma idhin na'ima. So this is with gunna, with the nasalization. Once again, if somebody wants to write this as we are saying, so he will say man yashtari, he will put yani, this will be just joined. Yeah, man yashtari, man yashtari. So basically noon is gone. What is left is the sifa. What is left is the nasalization. When we merge these two, the noon is gone. In this hisaban yasira, the noon, when I say hisaban, an, where does the noon come from? The tip of the tongue touching some part of the gum. So hisaban yasira. What is I'm saying? Hisaban yasira. So this noon is gone. Only the nasalization has been left with all of this. Now this is al-idgham bila gunna, yani idgham without gunna. This occurs in two letters when the other conditions are met. And what are the other conditions? That before these two letters are either noon sakin or any kind of tanween. That could be tanween with double fatha, tanween with double kasra, or tanween with double dam, any tanween or noon sakin. So now here it is noon, which is sakin. There's no haraka. So if somebody does not know how to do this, apply this rule, the person will read ka'an lam, ka'an lam. But according to the rule, this noon has to enter into this lam. And here the noon will enter with istifa. So it will become ka'allam. So if you have to write, for example, this sound ka'allam, you will not write noon, you will just write the first part and the second word. So we'll write ka'allam, ka'allam, as if noon doesn't exist. This one, adu wulli, wulli. This waw simply is entering into lam. Noon is totally gone. Neither it is present in the word, nor it is present in the sifa. This one again, min rabbi is khata, is mir rabbi. So if you have to write, what will you write? Mim kasra, and then you will straight away write ra with the fatha and tashdid. Mir rabbi, mir rabbi. We cannot, any listener will not know if there was any noon or not. Mir rabbi. You cannot find any noon, neither the physical noon nor its attribute, which is nasalization. Again, this one, Ghafurar Rahima. It's not Ghafuran. The noon sound is gone, the sifa is gone. Ghafurar Rahima. So we said there are 6 letters, Ya, Mim, Waw, Noon. In this one, idgham happens with gunna, and idgham without gunna, yani idgham happens with these 4 letters with gunna means with nasalization. The sifa of gunna, the sound coming from nose will stay when we merge, but noon will go. Whereas in this one, noon will go, and this attribute of nasalization will also go in lam and ra. So let's go here and see. There are a few more examples here. So with the ya, because ya is the letter among the 4 letters, which we do idgham with gunna, here's ya, number 1. So ya, when the ya comes with noon, and when the ya comes with tanween. So when the ya come here, we'll say man yaqul, man yaqul. Sister Samira Dini, no problem with the reading, but there are more examples coming for the same thing. We will read these slides as well. And if you want me to read again, we will go back and read, not a problem. But the similar things are coming here. So pay attention here and see, inshallah, if you understand. Otherwise, we'll do it again, not a problem, inshallah. This is, I'm not audible. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, 2 sisters are saying, 3 sisters saying it's clear. So Sister Mumtena, perhaps check your network, maybe log out and log back in. Yeah, barakallah fiqh. So Sister Samira, we will do this first, and then if it's needed, we'll go back again, no problem. So when the ya is there, and with the ya, once I'm repeating things so that if you don't know these letters, it just gets into you more and more. So you feel that okay, I know it, and inshallah you will then actually know it. So this is ya, noon, mim, wow. Yeah. So this majmua, let's see something here. It's not written here, but you see somebody can say, okay, I memorize Yarmalun, but now this how I realize memorize this ya, noon, mim, wow. Okay, maybe you just make it yu'min. Say ya, wow, mim, noon, yu'min, or you just read the way it is written, yanmu, ya, noon, yan, mim, wow, nu, yanmu. So here, look at this. This is yanmu. Yanmu is written here. وهي مجموعة في كلمة ينمو. Yani this yanmu, all of the letters coming in yanmu, when the idgham will occur, when the merging will occur, it will happen with the gunna. Let's see the example. So this ya is given as first example, is coming with man, and here it is coming with tanween. So if somebody does not know the rule, he will say man yaqul, whereas this one is man yaqul, man yaqul. Noon is entering into ya, noon is gone. Only thing left is the nasalization. Man yaqul, man yaqul. Because to say noon, I had to have my tip of tongue touching my gums. But let's try this. If you say this, man yaqul, man yaqul, tip of your tongue is not touching anywhere. You can try it now. Man yaqul, it's suspended in the air. It's near the area of your makhraj of noon, but for noon, complete noon, you have to touch it. There has to be contact between the tip of your tongue and the gums area from where this noon comes. But in this idgham, we are not saying noon. This is another proof for the understanding that we are not going to the articulation point. Then how is the letter going to come? We are just stopping just before that. Man yaqul. So only thing there is nasalization. Okay, the same thing. If ya comes and ya before ya, we were seeing before ya there was a noon sakin. Now we see before ya there's a tanween, barqun. So we'll say barqun yaj'alun, barqun yaj'alun. Once again, there's no noon which was in barqun, but we say barqun, noon is gone. Now, if there's a noon coming after noon sakin, here you know because of the rule, but actually listening and hearing will not give you any idea because there's already a noon there in the next word. So you'll say min ni'ma, min ni'ma, min ni'ma. This noon is gone. So you cannot hear this noon. You can only hear the nasalization of this noon and the nasalization of the noon in the next word. This one, there's a tanween, and after tanween coming noon, because noon is the part of these four letters of idgham, idgham bi gunna. So you'll say yawma idhin na'ima. However, one can argue that alone reading yawma idhin is yawma idhin. When I'm merging, I'm still saying yawma idhin na'ima. But the thing is, when you're merging, then you are not reciting the noon of tanween, rather you are reciting the noon of na'ima. Okay, meme. When the letter meme comes before noon sakin, or in other words, you could say when the letter meme comes after noon sakin. So this is without merging. If one does not know, the person will say min mal, min mal, min is saying clearly noon. But here noon is going. Now see, in this one you can even get more clarity. Mim mal, mim. Where is noon? Mim is totally merged. And this tanween, and after tanween comes meme. Meme is the word from the group yanmu, and yanmu is the four letters which will have idgham with gunna. So it will become lu'lu'am, 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 lu'lu'am mansura. There's no an here. Wow. When the wow comes after noon sakina, if somebody does not know, they will say minwal. But alhamdulillah, we know it now, so we'll say muwal, muwal, muwal. So noon is gone, only the nasalization left. Wali kullin is the tanween, but we will, vav is coming, so we say wali kulliyun, liyun. So noon is gone, only the sifa left. There are four words which are exception. And why is this exception? There is a reason for that. The four words in the Quran, when they come and they meet the rules, they meet the conditions, but still there'll be no idgham. Look at this, the word dunya. What's happening? Noon is sakin, no haraka, sukun, and then after is coming ya. Ya is from yarmalun letters. Look at this inwan. Noon is there, which is sakin, and after that is waw. Waw is from yarmalun. Yeah, the yarmalun letters. Sinwan, noon is sakin. Yeah, the sign is for sakin. Yeah, noon has got no haraka. And after that is waw coming. Waw is from yarmalun letters. Bunyan, noon is coming once again. Noon is sakin. After noon there's a ya. Ya is from yarmalun letter. But these four letters are exception. We don't do any idgham in that. But there's a reason why we don't do it. I mean, yeah, you can say for somebody who just any sort of a beginner, you will say, okay, there's no idgham, just memorize this and end of the story. The reason is that they are coming in one letter. We have seen all the examples when they were coming in two different words. Mimmal, man yashtari. So noon or tanween were coming in word number one, and the letters from yarmalun were coming in word number two. So two words were mixing, and hence we're doing idgham. Here they're coming in one word. Dunya is one word. Qinwanun is one word. Sinwanun is one word. Bunyanun is one word. If you try to do idgham here, you will change the letter. Idgham always in two words here. But we are trying to understand why, if it is in one word, why are not we doing? What is stopping from idgham from occurring? The thing is, if you do that, then you will make the letter mudaf. Mudaf means you will make the letter double. So you will say dunya. So it will appear that perhaps there was a two ya. Qiyuwan. Perhaps you'll appear that there was a shutdown. Wow. There's no noon, but somehow you were saying it like this, but there are two. Once again, the sound will come like if there was a tashdid, there was a shadda, and it was not noon and ya, rather there were only two yas, or in the case of pinwan, there were two wows and not noon. This is just a detail of that, but if it is enough to remember that these four words, when we recite these four words, although they are meeting the conditions of noon sakin and a condition of noon sakin, and the letters from yarmalun coming after that, but still there will be no idgham. Sister, there's no name for these. It's just an exception. I don't know of any name. If I'll come across, inshallah, I'll definitely share with you, but there is no reason for that. There's no name for that in this sense. But the reason is that it's become mudaf. So once again, listener will think that you are saying qayyum, and in case of dunyan you will say duyun. In case of bunyan it become biyun. So this will just be not the correct thing. Hence, this will be izhar here. What's izhar? Izhar means to have things clear. Okay, go back to our previous slide here. Okay, so here are some exercises from the Quran. In this point onwards, sisters, we have to be more active in the class, and we have to understand, because this is Quran. Every time we are reciting, we're straight away taking example from the Quran. Yeah, we call them izhar mutlaq. That's correct, Sister Aisha. They are called izhar mutlaq. But just if somebody does not even want to go in there, you can just simply say that these are the exceptions. So izhar mutlaq is the name, is not a name for these four letters, is what is happening there. Idgham is not happening, so what's happening? Izhar is happening. But we cannot say their names is izhar mutlaq. Izhar mutlaq is actually what is happening there. So we are doing izhar, we are reading clearly. So sisters, now help me here. تمرينات للإدغام بغنة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ووالد وما ولد. What has happened here? Let's have a look first here. So there's a tanween. And what's the tanween? What's the rule for tanween? It's idgham bi gunna if the word after tanween is coming from yarmalun. This is what it is written. Yeah? And waw is the word from yarmalun. So it's idgham bi gunna. Second one, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ. What's happening? Noon sakin is coming. And what's the hukum for noon sakin for idgham? Bighunna. If there's a ya after that, and this is ya. فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ. And ya is from the letters of yarmalun. فَيَكُونْ حُكْمُهَا الْإِدْغَامِ بِغُنَّةٍ. So the ruling is idgham with gunna. Third one, خَيْرًا يَرَى. Once again, tanween ata ba'dahu ya. Tanween, and after that ya came. And ya is from the letters of idgham bi gunna, idgham with gunna. So the ruling is we will do idgham bi gunna, and we will say khayran yara. Fourth, the noon sakina is there, and after noon sakina came noon mutaharrika. The noon sakina, our rule is noon sakina or tanween. So noon sakin is there. Now we have to have heads up and think, okay, noon sakin is came. What is after that? Something is going to happen here. So let's see what's going to happen. And we see the letter coming after noon sakin is noon. So we quickly check in our mind, this noon belongs from which group? What's going to happen there? And we will see that when the noon is there after noon sakina, then idgham will occur, because this noon belongs from the group of yarmalun. So we will do idgham bi gunna wa qis ala hadha, and this is how you should do in other cases. You can measure on this. You can decide on this ruling. So nobody should get confused that, oh, I have to remember this. This will become your second nature, sister. You just say yarmalun, memorize yarmalun, recite it few times, it will become second nature. Not very highly advisable, but something still can be advised. If you still have difficulty, go and get the mushaf. You will inshallah find the PDFs of that as well, which has got color coding. If you will pick up a color coding mushaf, then there are different colors. So every time, for example, if I have here one mushaf, subhanallah, and if idgham is happening, then let's see what is the color here. Yeah, so gray, they grayed out. So for example, there's one part of ayah, fi amrin marij. Sorry, astaghfirullah. It's not fi amrin, it's tanween, and after tanween meme is coming. So the tanween will grade out. Immediately looking at the mushaf, you will think, oh, tanween is grayed out. What's happening here? You will be attentive to see what's coming next. And when you see the next letter, it's a green color meme. So you will understand, okay, this is idgham going to happen here. So in case if you have any difficulty in the beginning, you can recite from that Quran, but don't make it a practice. If you are reciting 7 days, inshallah, try 6 days with your mulawwan, the colored Tajweed coded Quran, 1 day without it, and then gradually change the number of days. So now there is a exercise where I need answers from you. So this is the first ayah. I will not read. You tell me what is happening here and why is it happening. So this is قال الله تعالى ليلة القدر. So sisters, tell me, where is the idgham occurring here and what is the reason? You don't need to write the long sentences. You can simply say here, okay, it's tanween or noon sakin, and after that just write the name of the letter which is coming and write idgham. We will know. Khayrum. Okay, but what is the reason? What is happening in between khayrun and min? What is the relationship? Why idgham is happening here and not some? Because this is, alhamdulillah, you know it, but this is for the benefit of the sisters who are trying to understand that what has happened. Yeah, there's a gunna. Yeah, Sister Zulekha, try to write all in one line, because I had to see that we should post it meme. Then I see what was your message. Okay, tanween. So you write tanween, meme, tanween, comma, meme, gunna. This is clear. Yeah, so everybody can see that. Okay, alhamdulillah, barakallah fiqh. Next one, this ayah. In this ayah, tell me, where is the idgham? What is the reason, like we've seen the first one? Yatadhakkarul. Ayah number 2 in this exercise. Where is gunna happening? What is the reason for that? Sister Samira, gunna is happening where? Like first one we said khayrum min. So we know khayrun, there's a tanween followed by meme. So tanween, comma, meme, gunna. This will clear the answer. We will understand, okay, there's tanween and there's a gunna. Second ayah, yatadhakkar, yatadhakkaru. Samira, look once again this ayah. Noon sakin is there, I know, but after noon sakin is seen. Is seen from yarmalun? No, Sister Zubi Fatma, lam has got nothing to do with that. Sister Mumtaina, you are saying this? I am really surprised. Noon sakina, seen gunna? Seen is the gunna letter? Sister Ola is spot on. No idgham. Sister Rekha says seen is not from yarmalun. Wa anna, Sister Maliha, wa anna is the noon sakin there. First of all, they are coming in one word. Yeah. Second, they're not written separately. Yes, Sister Mumtan, there's no gunna in this ayah. Of course, there is noon sakin here. Here is noon sakin. What is coming after noon sakin? After noon sakin coming seen. There's going to be ikhfa here. We haven't done ikhfa, so we'll not talk about that. But there's no yarmalun letter, so there'll be no merging, there'll be no gunna. Sister Sakina, noon after Hamza is gunna. Sister, just having a noon doesn't make it qualified for gunna. We have to see what is coming after noon. Because if Sister Sakina, look, afternoon, there is nothing from yarmalun, no ya, no ra, mim, lam, wow, nothing. Rather, it's a different letter which is seen. And if seen comes after noon sakin, then there is some other rule. Inshallah, we will discuss that when we will come to that rule. But here there's no gunna. In this ayah, walisanan, where is the gunna happening? No problem, Sister Mumtana, it's okay. Sister Zulekha Rajani, post noon fathatain. No. How can you say post noon fathatain? Fathatain is that there's no noun, there's no noon. So you say fathatain, or perhaps you could say wow, and then you could say idgham for the purpose of this exercise. Sister Asya, there's no idgham in this ayah. Walisanu, waw is coming after tanween. Waw is from yarmalun. So if tanween is there and yarmalun letter is there after that, then it's going to be idgham. So it's walisanu wa shafatain. What about the fourth ayah? Fi jidiha hablun. Okay, Sister Asya Fatma, this is fine. Hablum min, yeah, tanween and meme, and this is bi gunna, with gunna. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Hablum, that's correct. Hablum has idgham with gunna. That's correct. Because meme sakin is coming after tanween, and meme sakin is from yarmalun. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Well done, sisters. Okay, here again. This is idgham bi ghair gunna, without gunna. So what are the letters of idgham without gunna? From yarmalun, there are two letters from which there is no gunna. Lam and Ra. Sister Asya Fatma. Any other sister? Sister Sumayya, Sister Mumtahina, Sister Samira, Sister Zulaykha, Sister Sakina, Sister Samira, Sister Aisha Faik. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Brilliant. Lam and Ra, when they come, idgham will happen, but there will be no gunna. Look, اللام وراء فقط وهذا يسمى إدغاما كاملا لذهاب الحرف والصفة معا. يعني, I hope you understood that this is called idgham kamil because the letter is gone and along with it the sifa is gone as well. So no noon is left and no sifa of nasalization left. Let's have examples. Look at here. So for lam, they're giving two examples: lam with noon sakin and lam with tanween. So for lam with noon sakin, they give example mil ladunhu. It's not min ladunhu. There's no noon here. Mil ladunhu. Mil ladunhu. Surah Al-Kahf. Mil ladunhu. Under the at the bottom of the page, the ayah and the name of the surah is given as well. For tanween, wailul likulli humazatil lumaza. Humazatil lumaza. It's not humazatin and it's not humazatil. So there is an idgham, but this idgham is without gunna. The tanween, the noon sakin in tanween, humazatin, tin, that noon is gone. So when we recite humazatil lumaza, so if we have to write, we will not write tanween. Perhaps we will write humaza, ta marbuta, and kasra. So there will be no tanween. Okay, example for the ra. Mir rabbihim. So it's not min rabbihim. Noon will not be pronounced here. It's mir rabbihim. Noon is gone, and we connect meme to ra, mir rabbihim. So noon as a letter is gone, and the sifa, the attribute, the quality of noon, which is the gunna, is also gone. This same example of ra with tanween. It's not min ghafurin rahim. It's min ghafurir rahim. Ghafurir rahim. So ra entered into ra, tanween is gone. Can somebody tell me how will we recite this? We have not done it, but just I'm asking. How will we join these two letters? Min ghafurin or mighfurin? What's happening here? Sister Mumtahina, is it ikhfa? Is it ikhfa? Ghain from which letters? Hamzaha, Ainha, Ghainha, Huruful Halqi. After Huruful Halqi, what happened? Izhar, isn't it? Izhar Halqi. Yeah. It's not ikhfa. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Okay. And then the 4 lines given from Tuhfa. Okay, this is Tamreen. So have a look at this, sister, and we will turn this Tamreen. There's a solution there, but we'll have it like there's no solution. So, okay, who can tell me what's happening here and where is this happening? So, sisters, let me tell you one thing before we do this. We have to look in an ayah, first of all, to see if there's a noon, which has got no haraka, or if he's got some tanween. Only then we will look for this rule. So if we look into this ayah, where is the noon here? Noon is here without any haraka. So this is the noon we are looking for. What is after that? There's a lam. Lam we are looking for. We know lam is from the letters, which is yarmalun, and then against the noon sakin. There's nothing, and after that's a ya. Ya is what? Ya is from yarmalun. So two things going to happen. So just have a look and then tell me. Sister Zulekha Rajani, I will send the inshallah a book to the group. Inshallah, you will get it. It's a very concise book, brief, but has got good examples. الملخص المفيد في علم التجويد. Yeah, so looking at the answers, Noon Sakin and Lam. Al-Lain. So first, Ayahsabu al. First one is here. The idgham is without gunna. Total noon is entering. Ayahsabu al. There's no noon. Al-Lain. Next time, idgham is happening with gunna. First one is happening without gunna. Sister, as the sister said, Sister Maryam Nudi, idgham kamil. We have seen it's called idgham kamil. Okay, next ayah. فَهُوَ فِي عِيشَةٍ رَاضِيَةٍ. So this tanween, which has got noon built in, عِيشَةٍ رَاضِيَةٍ. This noon is gone, it entered into ra. So this is idgham بغير gunna or idgham bila gunna. Okay, here are the explanations given that noon sakin ata ba'daha al-lam. Noon sakin came and after that came lam. And lam is from the huruf of idgham bighair gunna. So the ruling is idgham bighair gunna. Second, tanween is there. And after that is the harf ra. And ra is from the idgham letters, which are bighair gunna. So the hukum is idgham bighair gunna. Let's quickly do this tamreen. So the first ayah, who can tell me what is happening here? Here where the cursor is. Yes. Hudan lil muttaqin. Tanween is there, hudan, otherwise hudan. But after tanween, lam is coming. So it's hudal. The noon of the tanween entered into lam fully. So the noon is gone and the sifa of nasalization is gone. This one, mir rizqin. So this noon again entered into ra with the letter and with the sifa is mir rizqin. This is idgham, but this idgham, Sister Ahmad, is بغير غنة. Yeah, it's not mir rizqin, it's mir rizqin. This one, ayahsabu allam yarahu ahad. Allam. This is noon here. After noon is coming lam. We didn't say anlam. We didn't say anlam. Yeah. So this noon is totally gone. Ayahsabu allam. Because what is the rule? After noon sakin, if lam or ra, anything comes from lam or ra, then it will totally disappear. This was the exception we have seen. Okay, another quick thing. Yani, it's up to you, but usually I think it's better to use Usmani script, Usmani Masaf. Yani, not the Masaf of Indo-Pak subcontinent or South Africa, because there are some certain things in Middle Eastern Masaf which will make it easy and which gives more indication. So look at these signs first of all. These three, fathatain, dhammatain, kasratain, are written little differently. Yeah, they're not like exactly coming in line with each other, but they're written little differently. Let's have a look here. On the right hand side is a musaf. Perhaps it's an Indo-Pak musaf. On the left hand side, this is a Middle Eastern print. So look at this ayah number 13 of Surah Naba. Yeah, the same ayah. Look how the tanween is appearing on Sirah Jan. Yeah, this is how. And look how the tanween is appearing here. So every time in Middle Eastern Musaf, when the different things happen, but in this situation, the tanween will not become written straightly aligned, but rather its alignment will be different. Look at this sharaban. This is exactly aligned tanween here. This tanween is aligned, whereas this tanween is not aligned. because there's an idgham happening. Sirajan. So this tanween is different. However, in this masaf, this is aligned tanween. And if the ayah, this ayah is available, ayah number 24. Yeah, look at this. Sharaban. This tanween and this tanween, there's no difference. They both are same. So this tanween doesn't tell you anything. Yeah, you could say sliding tanween. Whereas this one, this is aligned and this is not aligned. So this tells you the two different tanween. One can think why they're different. And if you're reciting from this Quran, after 1 or 2 or 3 times, you'll understand every time this tanween is coming, this is sort of any guidance for you, a guideline for this, something is happening after that. So you see, this is once again, this example, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم لنخرج به حبا ونباتا. Here it is habban, but look here, habban. The tanween is different here. Yeah, I hope it is clear. Last question, which Sister Zulekha has asked in the beginning. What should be the lengthening of the ghunna? So Sheikh Ayman Suwaid Rushdi, he, according to his view, and he brings Sheikh Jazari's poem as well, that there is no fixed harakat. Some people say ghunna has to be 2 haraka, 1 haraka. He's saying no, there's a timing for ghunna, that where the ghunna will be more or less than the other. But look at this last screen here. According to him, ghunna is depending on the qira'ah. If somebody is reciting very slowly, then his ghunna will, of course, be reflecting that. So his ghunna will also be a little bit longer. If somebody is reciting in very quicker way, then his ghunna will be quick. If somebody is reciting in middle of both, then his ghunna will be accordingly. But looking, so first of all, this has been decided that the 3 different reciters will have 3 different lengths of ghunna. And now these lengths of ghunna are also dependent on what kind of ghunna is there. So this is the strongest, longest ghunna, the most complete ghunna, you could say, in 2 situations when there is the noon and mim are mushaddada. وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ سَلَّمْ فِي الْيَمِّ وَلَا تَخَافِ. Or in the situation what we have done today, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مَا لَهُ مِنَ اللَّهِ. The second level is when they are when we're doing ikhfa, which we have not done today, but al-insan. The third is the naqisa, and this will happen when mim and sakin have mim and noon have got harakat. Sami'un alim. An'amta. You don't stand there and say an'amta. You say an'amta. Both noon and mim, both are there. And the anqas, the shortest or the weakest according to that will be when noon or mim has got haraka. Kul bi'sa ma ya'murukum. So you don't say ya'murukum. You say it and you leave. Ya'murukum. Imanukum in kuntum mu'minin. This is what you do according to Sheikh Ayman Suwaid, and he brings Jazariya. And according to him, he said, whoever says that there are ghunna and there are any timings or harakat for ghunna, according to the Sheikh, it is from themselves, and they have either copying other people. Copying means they have either following other people, or they've just seen from their books, and hence they have written in their own books. We can consider this as levels of, these can be called as maratibul ghunna. That's correct, but maratib doesn't mean the lengths of ghunna. According to the Sheikh, this is not correct, and he is sort of authority in Tajweed, among one of those living aimas of Tajweed. So this was the today's sabak, sister. I apologize. I think we have gone a little bit over our time. I appreciate sisters who are from the time region where it's midnight or maybe past midnight right now. So Jazakumullah khair for coming. If there's any question, please feel free. Otherwise, we will end the class. The class is officially ended. If somebody wants to leave, feel free to leave. We'll just see if there's any confusion. We will take care of that. Inshallah, we'll try. Sister Samira, you've asked me to repeat. Yeah. Are you clear, or you want me to go back and do something? Some sort of slide you want to see, some other thing, or you have understood that? Okay, Sister Mumtena, when you say repeat gunna, what exactly do you mean? The question is quite open. If you could just express it. Levels of gunna, okay. So according to the Sheikh, the most complete gunna will be in the situation when noon and meme, either they are mushaddid, they've got tashdid, or there's a merging, there's an idgham happening. So walakin Allah sallam, or fil yammi wala takhafi. This is mushaddad noon and meme has got shadda. And the second place where it will be most complete is in idgham, what we have just done. فَمَن يَعْمَلْ مَا لَهُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ. This is idgham happening. The next level below those two will be when they are there's an ikhfa happening. Al-insan. And the naqis will be when noon and meme are yani they have got haraka, not haraka and haraka, but they are zahir. So an'amta, hum fiha. There is a haraka at the top of noon and top of meme. It's not like noon sakin when there's no haraka. And anqas, yani the most less will be when there is a letter which has got haraka. So qul bi'sa ma ya'murukum bi imanukum in kuntum mu'minin. I hope it was clear. Sister Samira, this is a very good point. I should have done it. Let's do it quickly. So what we have seen is that in the rules of Sifat al-Arda, we have tried to do idgham today out of all of this, because why did we not do idhar? Because after idgham, it will be easy to understand idhar. If we have done idhar from straight away, then idgham would have been, and idhar would not have been clear. So there are 4 rules of nun sakina wa tanween when we're reciting with tajweed. So what is first of all nun sakina and tanween? Nun sakina is a noon which has got no haraka. This sukoon is there just to make the slide clear. In the Quran, there'll be no sign at the top of the noon. So this is noon sakin and tanween. Now what is noon sakin? Noon sakin is a noon which has got no haraka over it. And what is tanween? Tanween is the doubling of the harakat. We said harakat are fatha, dhamma, kasra. So here we see double fatha, double dhamma, double kasra. So when these, any situation among this will appear in the Quran, then there are 4 rulings. Yeah. Izhar, idgham, iqlab, and ikhfa. So we've done today idgham. What is idgham? In English, you could say idgham is merging, assimilation. Yani what will happen? Either this noon sakin or one of these tanween will merge with the letters coming after them. And these are the 6 letters where this happens, and those letters are from Yarmalun. Yarmalun, now idgham is of 2 types. One idgham is with nasalization, one is without nasalization. These 4 letters, whenever they come after any of these, either after noon sakin or after any of the tanween, then idgham with nasalization will happen. And when any of these 2 will come after noon sakin or tanween, then idgham will still happen, merging will still happen, but there will be no nasalization in that. So this is what we've done, and these were the examples what we've done. I hope everything is clear. So this was the summary, and as far these 4 were the exceptions, and as far as the levels of idgham were concerned, so this is also, we have seen that there are kind of 4 levels, but according to the Sheikh, there are no fixed timing to that. So Jazakumullah khairan, sisters. Inshallah, we'll have a class next week, and then we will try to complete this noon sakin wa tanween, the other 3 things of this sifat. Barakallahu feekum for coming. Jazakumullah khairan. I will take your leave, and as usual, yeah, as you're writing the numbers, it's better. And inshallah, see you next week. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oh, sister, okay, this is a question here. How come I saw this question? Yeah, inshallah, we'll do the practice next time, sister. I think it's quite late for everybody now. And we will do Sister Montana, inshallah, next time. Yeah, Jazakumullah khairan. Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.